What's up, guys? I am finally gonna start one of my segments, I guess you would call it. Shows, segment, episode, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'll figure it out probably by the time I post it. But I talked about this way back when I was redoing my room. I wanted to kind of start like a podcast or some sort of like video. Like this channel is mostly vlogs so far, but I kind of wanted to not only just do vlogs on there, but like talking series. I guess I don't really know. Um, so I got a couple ideas. One thing I want to do. One of my favorite things listening to is those AITA stories. I'll put it right here on the screen because I don't want to say it too soon and get the video blocked or anything like that. And what it is, it's basically like somebody telling a story of something that happened, and some people might think they're the a-hole, and then other people are like, nope, not the a-hole. So I love reading those. I love listening to them. So I'm like, you know what? It'd be cool. Like once a week, I'll pick one off like Reddit or Google or something. I see a lot on Facebook too, and pick one that's interesting and read it to you guys and give my thoughts on it. And then another thing I'd love to do is like, I don't really want to call it a podcast because it wouldn't really be a podcast, but find like a juicy topic that we can talk about. Maybe even once in a while go live and do it so I can, you guys can interact too. I think that would be cool. But some sort of juicy topic and talk about it. Give you guys my thoughts. Let you guys go off in the comments what you think, stuff like that. I think that would be kind of cool. So right now, I'm gonna shoot for like at least once a week. Maybe I'm thinking maybe Wednesdays or Thursdays to upload it. I'm not really sure yet. I will put it in the description below. But if you're new here, consider subscribing wherever the button's at. I don't know because I'm looking at the screen in reverse, so I don't know yet. Consider subscribing if you think it's interesting or whatever, and definitely comment below. Tell me what you guys think in relation to the story. But yeah, so let's get started. So as I record this, I had this idea probably a couple months ago, and I saved a bunch of them in my phone, and I somehow managed to delete them. And they were pretty good ones. A couple of them were like dogs, a couple of them were like family related stuff. And I'm scrolling through Reddit right now, like literally as I'm recording this. I don't actually have one picked out yet. I've found a couple, but they're just super short, and it'd be like, yeah, I agree with them. They're the a-hole, or nah, no, they did nothing wrong, not the a-hole. So I'm like, I need something juicy, something a little bit juicy. Okay, I found one. I like it. So, this one is called Am I the Asshole for Skipping Christmas with My Parents Since They Won't Treat Me Like I'm an Adult? That's the question. Here's the body. It says, I, female, 27, have been with my boyfriend, 33, for almost 2 years now. We will be getting married eventually, but it's not a priority. My mom won't let us share a bed if we come see them for any reason. Now, I disagree with that. Like, I personally cannot stand parents that are like that. I get it though, because like at the same time, like your house, your rules. So, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. They live together, they sleep in the same bed, they travel together, they're sleeping in the same bed or, in their hotel or shoulder to shoulder in the car. Like I don't know. I'm indifferent about that. I don't like that. So she goes on to say, when we came over this last summer, my boyfriend suggested renting a hotel so we could have privacy and a comfortable bed. It drove my mom nuts that we bypassed her little rules. She wouldn't drop it the entire time that we were there, and she made me promise not to do that again. Again, the mother is completely in the wrong there. I've heard that a lot where parents don't want the kids, the grown adult kids, to sleep in the same bed together, even married or not, when they stay at their house, for like holidays or coming to visit or whatever. And the simple solution for most people is to get a hotel room. Get one close by. It's a win-win. You guys get to be together, sleep in the same bed, get a little bit more privacy, your own private bathroom, stuff like that. And you're seeing your parents, So in my eyes, that's a win-win. But the fact that she wouldn't drop it the entire time and made me promise not to do that again, that's just being way too controlling. We're not talking about like a 15, 16-year-old kid here still living under mommy and daddy's roof. We're talking about 27-year-old and a 33-year-old. You know, those are grown, established adults. At least I would assume. You never know nowadays. She goes on to say, my boyfriend's mom and dad are retired. They live in Mexico and they are really, really chill. So we made plans to come visit them over Christmas. They are not Christian and they don't really care when they see their son with regards to holidays, you know, so Christmas, you know, isn't really like a big thing for them, I guess. We didn't tell my parents we weren't coming. My mom asked me at Thanksgiving if I was going to hold to my promise not to stay at a hotel over Christmas. I answered truthfully that I would not stay at a hotel. Yeah, that part right there kind of makes you the a-hole. And I only say, like, I get it, because you're not lying, but you're not being fully truthful. Well, and I guess you could argue with me, though, and say, like, promise me you're not staying in a hotel, and she's promising you that she's not staying in a hotel. But the mom is clearly under the assumption that the daughter and the boyfriend are going to be there for Christmas. So I personally feel like she should have just put her big girl pants on and said, we've got plans this year, we're not going to make it for Christmas, and just got that off the table, but she didn't. So then she goes on to say, I am sitting here on the balcony of my future in-laws condo, looking at the Caribbean, waiting for sunrise and enjoying the peace and quiet. I made the mistake of getting online yesterday, and I saw a bunch of posts from my mom and my sisters about how I was a jerk for lying to them about my plans. I may have been a little tipsy last night because I decided to respond to some of them. I said that it was ridiculous of them to try to tell me I couldn't share a room with my boyfriend, that I was keeping my promise by not staying at a hotel where we were there, and that if they planned on putting everything on Facebook, I would be avoiding all visits for the foreseeable future. I don't think she's in the wrong there. Now, don't get me wrong. I think we all love some good Facebook drama. It's entertaining, you know, as long as it doesn't involve us. I'm guilty. I know most of you are probably guilty too. But that's the thing, though. That stuff needs to stay off Facebook. That is between you and you. That is between her and her mom, or, you know, her and her mom and dad and sisters, whoever. Not Facebook. And the mom and sisters definitely don't need to get validation from strangers on Facebook. And yes, I know you have friends on Facebook and coworkers and stuff, but in general, those are strangers. You know, if it's a family issue like that, keep it in the family, in my opinion. And she says, they took down their posts when people started crapping on them for trying to control me, but some people did agree with them. Now they are texting me and calling me to say I was an asshole for making them look bad. I asked them if they were trying to make me look good with their public posts. They stopped for a while, but there were more texts and voicemails this morning, and I'm kind of liking the idea of skipping out on the drama from now on. But I miss my dad, and he is blameless in this. Okay, so back to my previous comments. The dad is involved, but not part of this. So, am I the asshole, she says? I don't think so. I would pretty much say slam dunk, no, she's not the asshole. However, I do disagree in how some of it was handled. I believe she should have just been front and clear about the whole issue of not going over there next Christmas and just say, no, you know, we're going to his house, or, you know, his parents, and just hash it out from there. You know, it might have been a nasty fight or, you know, argument, whatever, but these parents are clearly controlling. They want to call the shots and control their adult children, which is, that's a weird thing to say, adult children. How would you even say that? Like, their offspring? Control their grown adults' offspring? I don't know. But yeah, honestly, like, I don't think she really is the asshole at all. I mean, it's harsh and it hurts, for sure. I can imagine being the parent and being, you know, feeling like it's a slap in the face. But also the parent and sisters clearly, need to take this into consideration that you're, I don't know if overstepping your boundaries is the right term, but trying to control her, you know, telling her what she can and can't do. And again, like, I get it. If you don't want them together in the same bed in your house, I personally find that weird, but it's your house, your rules. You can't expect them to not figure out a way to get around that, find the loophole and get around that. And the loophole is getting a hotel. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, do you think that, like I said before, do you think they're going home and sleeping in separate beds? I've never really understood that logic, you know? Is it because they're not married? That changes nothing. That's legally a piece of paper and a ring. I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think? I'll leave it down in the comments below for sure. And hopefully these just get better on. Every one I do get a little bit better. Of course, as I edit and watch this one, I'll try to figure out what I can do better and what I can improve on. Bear with me with the mic. I'm still kind of tweaking it and figuring out the levels. I don't want to have to talk to it like this, so I've got the levels a little bit higher. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I think they're fun. I love reading these. Like I said, they're always entertaining. And maybe if I get, because there's a lot of really good ones that are short, but I didn't want to read the short ones because then it's like a 5-minute video of here's what it is, here's my thoughts, and then boom, like the video's over. Maybe I'll go through some of the comments and, you know, pick out some juicy comments. A lot of this one, the comments are just kind of reiterating what I said, you know, not really the asshole, your mom is controlling, you know, but instead of saying I won't be spending Christmas with you this year, you lied in such a way that they thought you'd be attending, you know, yada, yada, yada. Seems pretty cut and dry. This one, not the asshole. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Your mom and sisters made themselves look bad, controlling and entitled, taking your family issues to the book of faces. Do yourself a favor, block them, and don't interact with them, as it would validate a discussion about your or their behavior, which is plain and simple, unnecessary, and unacceptable, since your life choices are not theirs to discuss, and especially not to punish. I like that. But, alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Hopefully soon I'll have the rest of my room done. I have like a cool kind of like lounge area. I love this backdrop, don't get me wrong, but I need like a couch or something, like a lazy boy. That would be sweet. Alright guys, see you next time.